What's up, fellas? It's your boy Ihsaan StyleJumper. Look, I wanted to put together a really interesting video for you. In this video, we are going to be discussing how can you find an inexpensive and thrifted item and make it look expensive and elevated. So whenever I'm shopping, guys, I'm thinking about three main things, regardless of if I'm thrifting or going online or even out to retail stores. The first thing I'm thinking about is print, fabric, and pattern. If those things aren't in a line, I'm not going to even pay attention to what's in the store. The second thing I'm going to be thinking about is my color palette. What colors that I'm going to be shopping for that fit something that's already in my closet, or am I going to create a new color palette? And then the third thing is, for those opportunities for physical, would be the actual fit. We all know fit is king. It's extremely important. So if the fit is off, unfortunately, I'm not going to get it, and I don't think you should either, unless it may be some minor details or some minor alterations that needs to be fixed, and you can utilize your local tailor. So when it comes to the look that I'm having on today, guys, whether you realize this or not, I'm wearing a couple of thrifted pieces as well as a very low-cost item. The look I'm wearing today is anchored by this linen and wool blend sport coat. It's super lightweight, but also it just fits me perfectly. The second item that's thrifted is my fedora. You've seen me wear this quite a few times now. It's one of my favorite hats, and I like to rock it quite often. There's actually one more item that's thrifted that I'm wearing now that I realize it. It's my Oxford shirt. It's a cream Oxford shirt that was very inexpensive, and it really works well with this look. Now here's the thing, guys. I recommend this for you, don't purchase everything at one time. Always consider your color palette, because if you have a great color palette or you have something in mind or a color that you really like, just purchase piece by piece, guys, and I promise you at some point you have an amazing outfit. And like I said in my book, that was actually how I learned how to put clothes together, because I may not, have had the money to get all the items, or my parents didn't have all the money to get me these amazing clothes all at once. So I will pick pieces one by one, or I got a hand-me-down and I was able to find an item in the future or later to allow me to put together in my mind the perfect look. And my mom still tells this story that I would spend hours in my closet after going shopping and putting pieces together. And this is what made it really easy for me to do it today. The low cost or inexpensive item that I'm wearing that's not vintage is this oatmeal crew neck sweatshirt from Target. It's by Goodfellow & Co. It cost me about $20, and it actually just is the perfect match. Now mind you, I've had this sweatshirt for probably over a year now. You've invested, whether it's a lot of money or not, try to keep your garments in pristine condition. Now, you might be asking, okay, so yeah, you giving me some ideas, or you telling me exactly what you wore. So how did you make it look elegant? The first thing is, in my opinion, the fit. The entire fit has to work well. It has to fit perfectly. The second thing was my color palette. I am using monochromatic. This oatmeal and the cream and the pocket square, they all blend very perfectly together. And to cap it off, the accessories, guys. The accessories will definitely elevate a look. In my accessories today, guys, I'm wearing a horizontal striped bow tie. Make sure your bow ties are tied. If you wear pre-tied bow tie, we know. Learn how to tie them. Anything else is uncivilized. All right. The second thing with that is, in the accessories, would be my watch, which is by Movement. It's a great watch. Glasses, which I'll just grab here. My tortoiseshell glasses, which ties everything together to me. And then finally, my fedora. The fedora has to look good. In this case, I'm wearing my dusty chocolate fedora, which is a thrifted piece, as I mentioned. Now, let's talk about pricing for a little bit. This sport coat cost me probably $12. The crew neck sweatshirt from Target, it was $20. My Oxford shirt actually was only $8. And I can't remember what the cost for my hat was, but I promise it was very inexpensive. That being said, guys, you can really put together a phenomenal look. If you're being thoughtful in the fit, if you're considering your colors and having a great color palette and color scheme, there's two other things that I added to this look that was really important in my opinion. One was my Glen plaid trousers. The trousers have a 2-inch cuff, which gives it an elevated look. And finally, my suede cream Oxfords from Kohan with the brick rubber bottom. They just really fit well, they feel good, and it ties this look together from head to toe. Today's cheat code, fellas. Today's cheat code is don't be afraid to go thrifting. Do some research. Find your local thrift store and just explore. What's going to happen is you're going to be creative and use some ingenuity, and you'll be on your way to mastering great looks. If you want to see what I'm wearing on a day-to-day basis, check out my Instagram. There you'll find a ton of looks that maybe you can choose from, or at least get some inspiration. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you have any questions or suggestions, leave it in the comments below. And if you like this content, fellas, share it with your stylish friends. And remember, when you leave home today, walk out with style, confidence, and etiquette. And fellas, look, I love thrifting. It saves me a lot of money. It does require some art and some time and patience, but if you figure this out, this will be, in my opinion, your master cheat code. And I'll see you on the next one.